As a homeowner, my largest single expense is my mortgage payment, and us homeowners have not been able to use a credit card to pay our mortgage payment without paying that hefty processing fee, let alone being able to earn points or miles for our mortgage payment. Well, 2025 could finally be our year. And what if I told you we may have two opportunities? I cannot wait to share this information with you. Now be sure to stay to the end because I'm going to show you how to maximize both opportunities. And I will also tell you that maybe one of those two opportunities may be over before it even starts. Our first opportunity is with Mesa. Mesa is a recent startup company that's mission is to solve the home cost crisis. The first benefit that Mesa claims it will provide is for the prospective homeowner as well as the homeowner that is seeking to refinance. If you take out a loan or refinance with a lender or broker that's on the Mesa platform, then you will earn 1 point per dollar of that transaction. Now that could be a massive accumulation of points in just a single transaction. On top of that, Mesa is going to have the Mesa Homeowners credit card. So what does Mesa claim that this credit card is going to be able to provide? First and foremost, it will be a no annual fee credit card. How about the reward structure? You will get 3x on every dollar that you spend on home-related expenses. And Mesa considers home-related expenses to be HOA fees, property taxes, home insurance, contractors' costs that are working on your home, even home decor. You'll receive 2x on gas stations, EV charging, groceries, as well as utilities. You'll also receive 1x on every other purchase, as well as mortgage payments up to 100,000 points per year. Now, based on that reward structure, I see two things immediately. The 3X category would set it apart from any other credit card on the market. And the mortgage category is really strong with up to 100,000 points per year. That would equate to a mortgage payment of up to $8,333 per month. And with that high limit, that would cover a vast majority of mortgages around the country. Now, if that's not enough, the Mesa card is also proposing to have some other additional features that could be really beneficial. They would offer complimentary big box memberships like Sam's Club. They would offer credits on Thumbtack, and they would also offer credits for WAG. Now, the big box membership is a nice sweetener to this. If you're not familiar with Thumbtack, it's an app-based service that connects you with contractors that can do various services on your home. I've used it a few times on a few things that I'm not quite capable of doing myself in the house. And as far as WAG, as you can imagine, it's for our pets. It connects you with sitters as well as dog walkers in your area. So how are we going to use these points that we earn? Well, Mesa says you're going to be able to use those points on gift cards, as well as using it within the Mesa travel portal, transfer partners, and even use it towards a down payment on a new home. That is a lot of benefits wrapped up into a no annual fee credit card. Now, are there any issues with this potential credit card? Yes, there definitely are. And we're going to cover that in a few minutes. If you're finding this information beneficial, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. We're all working our way to 1,000 subscribers and would love your help to get there. So what is our second opportunity? Well, it's the Bilt credit card, or what we will call Bilt 2.0. You may have heard of Bilt, as it's the only credit card that allows you to pay your rent with no processing fees. You can also earn valuable points on your rent payments. In December 2024, Bilt sent out an email notice to all Bilt Reward members to recap 2024, as well as to give us an idea of what to expect in 2025. In that email, Bilt announced the first phase of plans to begin activity in the mortgage space. And Bilt also said that we will soon be able to earn points on our mortgage payments. Wow. I was blown away. I already have the Bilt credit card, and it was music to my ears to hear that news. It's already an excellent credit card. You may be wondering why Bilt would be a card I would want to have as a homeowner. Well, I actually did a video talking about just that, and I'll make sure to put a link in the description for you to be able to review. So let's talk about Bilt in its current form. It is currently a no annual fee credit card. When it comes to the reward structure, we're seeing 3x on dining, 2x on travel, and 1x on everything else, as well as on rent, up to a maximum of 100,000 points each year. Now that reward structure is not that bad, but one thing you may have noticed is that the 1x on rent with the 100,000 point cap is the same as what Mesa is proposing, and that's not a coincidence. We'll talk about that in just a bit. There is a huge key to maximizing that reward structure though, and it is called Rent Day, held on the first day of each month. On Rent Day, dining goes from 3x to 6x, travel goes from 2x to 4x, and all other purchases goes from 1x to 2x, except for rent, which stays at 1x. I essentially only use my Bilt credit card on Rent Day to fully maximize that reward structure. So what do we see with Bilt 2.0? Well, the first thing we recently saw implemented was for prospective homeowners. If you purchase a home with a realtor that is a partner of Bilt, you'll earn 1 Bilt point for every $2 of the purchase price. And that could mean a bonanza of points for you. So how can we use the Bilt points that we earn? Well, you can use it to purchase home decor through the Bilt collection. You can use it towards Amazon purchases. You can even use it towards your rent payments or a potential down payment on a new home. You can do it through travel in the Bilt travel portal, or use those Bilt points to transfer partners. For us homeowners, I think we clearly see that we're going to be able to use the Bilt credit card to pay for our mortgage payments without a processing fee. Now, as far as how much it's going to be, I think we're going to see that we're going to have a similar cap to the rent at 100,000 points per year, which once again puts us at a max of $8,333 per month, which should help out a lot of mortgage holders. Hopefully we will see this come to fruition in Q2 or Q3 of this year. How would you use the Bilt points that you earn on your mortgage payments? Make sure to put a comment in the section and let me know how you would do it. To make sure you don't miss any of this news or any of the hottest news in points and miles, be sure to check out my weekly Points and Miles report live stream that I hold every Thursday. I will have information in the description. So let me give you my thoughts and expectations starting with Bilt. Because Bilt has been in existence since 2021, it has already gone through various growing pains. The rent model is already established, so I'm really excited about the possibility of doing mortgage payments through Bilt. My expectations are very high. So at this point, I would strongly recommend that whether you're a renter or a homeowner, that you have to get the Bilt credit card. As a reminder, there is no annual fee on this credit card, but there's 2 reasons why I would suggest making this move now. The first reason to get the credit card is because there are rumors that Wells Fargo, which issues the Bilt credit card, subscribes to the 524 policy. Now, if you're not familiar with the 524 policy, it is one that's been made famous by Chase Bank. And the 524 policy is that if you get 5 or more personal credit cards in a 24-month period, you will normally be automatically denied any credit card that you apply for. Now, once again, this is a rumor, but I definitely would take this into account. The second reason is to ensure that you have a credit limit when you get the Bilt credit card that works for you. In my case, my credit limit is only $5,000, but it is more than enough for me to take care of my mortgage and my other expenditures that I do on that credit card. If you were to get a credit limit that does not necessarily fit your needs, you may need time to build up a relationship with Wells Fargo for them to give you that credit limit increase. So no need to wait, get started now. So what about Mesa? Well, this is a completely different situation. As a startup, what Mesa is doing is they created a wait list for the Mesa Homeowners credit card. I'm sure this wait list allows them to build up a list to be able to show to prospective investors to be able to get another round of funding. Now, we don't have a timeline for the Mesa Homeowners credit card. It was first announced in November of 2024, and at that time, you could only do the waitlist through the app and only through the iOS app. Now, that didn't inspire a lot of confidence out of me. I only have an Android phone, so I did not originally do anything with the waitlist. Now, shortly thereafter, the Android app did come out, and I am now on that waitlist for the Mesa Homeowners credit card. Now, what does give me confidence is the people that are in the Mesa leadership. For example, the head of commercial spent 4 years with American Express and also spent 2 years as part of the founding team of Bilt. I really believe they know what has worked and has not worked with Bilt. And I think we're going to also see them factoring that into the overall business model. Now, I do like the idea of transfer partners with Mesa, but the reality is I'm going to have an expectation of it being very limited and or very underwhelming. We have seen Wells Fargo try to build transfer partners outside of Bilt for their other credit cards, and it has been a slow, agonizing process. And it's just not realistic for me to expect a startup to do any better than an established bank like Wells Fargo. Now, with that being said, there is definitely room for both of these credit cards because I really love the rewards multipliers for the Mesa Homeowners credit card to be used on a daily basis. The problem is that while Mesa announced their credit card in November of 2024, Bilt turned right around in December of 2024 to give this announcement to the existing rewards members. Is that a coincidence? My guess it isn't. Bilt is likely to try to beat Mesa to market and literally bury them before that card ever comes out. Now, I am fearful of that happening, but I'm really hoping that the Mesa Homeowners card does come to fruition. 2025 can truly be the year for us homeowners. Now that you know how to be able to pay your mortgage with a credit card, you need to know the strategies to make sure that you don't leave anything on the table. I used my Bilt points towards an amazing redemption for my trip to Australia from Christmas through New Year's, and it had a cash value of over $40,000. I walked through my points and miles strategy for 2025, and I'm sure that it can help you develop your strategy by maximizing your spending and, just as importantly, getting you to your goals at 10 times faster. And you're going to find that video right here.